YouTube, Twitch, really the internet in general is full of degeneracy. I talk about some crazy thing that's happened on the internet about every week, whether it's the billion things that have happened on Kick, whether it's just really anything going on the internet. There's always some crazy thing going on. And recently, something crazy happened, and we got an answer to something I never thought we would ever get an answer to, and that is why DrDisrespect was banned on Twitch about 3 years ago. The DrDisrespect ban is super infamous on the internet. Basically, DrDisrespect 3 years ago did a Twitch stream where he checked his phone at the end of the stream and was like very distraught, you could tell. Like, he clearly didn't want to get off stream. He checked his stream, he checked his phone, made a bunch of weird facial expressions, and then just started rambling about stuff. Like, it was very telling after he got banned, like, oh, okay, he knew. Like, he crashed out so hard at the end of that stream, he was watching Roblox hide-and-seek videos because he didn't want to get off. He looked at his phone, probably saw a message that he was going to get banned on Twitch, made this super inspirational speech, and then just watched Roblox hide-and-seek videos. Like, he was crashing out, dude. And then after that stream, he got banned, and nobody knew why for 3 years. I think the speculation was something about the fact that he cheated on his wife, because that was something that did happen. Everyone made a meme out of that. He would play Fortnite, and then people would make their names, like the people that would kill him, their names would be DrDisrespect's his wife, and it was like a big meme. It was a big thing. Everyone was like, oh my god, I can't believe DrDisrespect did this. But he got banned 3 years ago, and everyone kind of assumed that was why. No one knew for sure. But on Friday, we got some news as to why he was banned, and I originally wasn't going to make a video about this because I don't like really talking about stuff when there's no proof and kind of just giving my opinion when it doesn't really matter because nothing's happening. But on Friday, he was accused of sexting a minor through the Twitch Whisper, which is a fucking crazy place. Like, if you're gonna do that, obviously you shouldn't do it at all, but if you're gonna do that, to do it in Twitch Whispers is pretty crazy. And I guess Twitch can see your messages in whispers, and they saw that he was doing that, and he was sexting her, and that he apparently wanted to meet this minor at TwitchCon, which I'm sure all of you know what TwitchCon is at this point. It's just some, like, gaming, you know, Twitch convention. You can meet all your favorite streamers and shit like that. And yeah, he was gonna meet her at TwitchCon, allegedly. And that's the reason that he got banned 3 years ago, because he was sexting a minor, which is super common in this space for some reason. And yeah, apparently planning to meet with her. But this wasn't proven yet. It was just a random Twitch employee, which was kind of interesting. That gave him a lot of credibility, him being a former Twitch employee coming out and talking about this. And that same day, another former Twitch employee said, "So glad it's finally out there," which gave this story a lot more credibility. Now you have two former Twitch employees, like they would know about this. Two former Twitch employees that have now talked about this. And then Slasher. And Slasher is someone who said 3 years ago that he knew why the doc was banned, and, you know, he didn't come out about it. I imagine because he didn't want to get sued or get in the middle of it, something like that. But, you know, he came out with this tweet that said, "I didn't lie." And this added, honestly, a lot more credibility onto this. Like, when you have 3 people saying that it's true, 2 being former Twitch employees and 1 saying that he already knew what it was, this is really credible. And former Twitch employees, you know, that's a big deal if they're wrong. Like, they could get sued if they're just spreading fucking misinformation. Same thing with Slasher. Like, it's a big deal. They have a lot of online credibility. They wouldn't want to waste that by lying. You know what I mean? And then the next day, DrDisrespect put out this tweet saying, "Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. And I was paid." Now, this tweet to me is honestly kind of interesting. So obviously he says nothing illegal. Well, sexting a minor would be illegal. So he's saying he didn't do that, basically. He's saying he didn't sext a minor. But then in the next line, he says no wrongdoing was found and I was paid, which honestly, I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to say. Like, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of DrDisrespect. If somebody was saying this about me, if someone was accusing me of that, the last thing I would say is no wrongdoing was found. I would just say I didn't do anything wrong. I like to say no wrongdoing was found is kind of weird. Like I would just be like, yeah, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? And then to say I was paid after that, like nobody really cares if you were paid. You know, like that doesn't really mean anything. So I just thought that last part was kind of weird, but you know, no evidence. Although I will be honest, the side that's accusing him is a lot more credible than Dr. Disrespect himself. Obviously, Dr. Disrespect is going to want to like keep his image and maintain his image, and you know, he's not going to say that he did anything wrong. So the three people that have acknowledged, you know, what he has done and have basically confirmed it, like that is a lot more damning than Dr. Disrespect defending himself, honestly. And the original Twitch employee that came out with that crazy, wild, insane mode accusation, he actually was using like Dr. Disrespect's band to sell tickets to like some venue or something like that. Like this tweet right here, he says, maybe I'll get so swept up in the spirit of the music that I'll blurt out why we banned him, which is pretty weird. And then like a month later, he said basically the same thing. If the show sells out, I'll 100% explain why we banned him, talking about Dr. Disrespect. And then again, listen, if all 3 dates sell out, I'll tell you why he got banned. Like, it's just kind of cringe and weird and honestly really stupid. But just because this Cody Connors guy is kind of dumb, it doesn't mean that, you know, his allegation is false. You know what I mean? This guy could just be kind of stupid. And so a lot of people are doubting the allegations because he used it to sell tickets, which is, like I said, it's just overall really scummy. But a lot of people aren't believing his allegations because he did that. And then some crazy, wacky, insane thing happened. So Midnight Society, which I believe Dr. Disrespect co-founded, I think it's like some gaming publishing company that or maybe it's a gaming studio, something in the realm of gaming, something like that. I think they made a game called Dead Drop, or they published it, some shit like that. But basically, Dr. Disrespect is like the co-founder of it, so he's high in the chain of command at Midnight Society. And so Midnight Society actually put out this tweet that said, on Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved, and in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed, along with our community of players. Honestly, this is really telling to me. So, like it says here, they said, we assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And then, you know, the next line, like a couple lines down, it says, while these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept. So it sounds to me, reading this tweet, that Midnight Society, you know, innocent until proven guilty, and they wanted some proof that he was guilty, and it sounds like they got it. From this tweet, it sounds like they got it. And for that reason, they terminated their relationship with him, which is crazy, you know, like he's the co-founder of it. I whenever that shit happens, I'm like, holy shit, like that's crazy, you know what I mean? Like a co-founder can just be swept away like that. That's pretty wild. But yeah, apparently, like this tweet to me is so damning, and it tells that there's actual proof out there. I don't know if we, you know, the public will ever see this so-called proof. I don't know anything behind legal processes or anything. I'm not going to act like I know anything about legal processes because I don't. I don't fucking know anything about legal shit. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll never see it because of some legal thing. Dr. Disrespect's team and Twitch is going back and forth or something like that. I have no idea how any of it works. But this tweet to me basically is like, we looked for information to see if Dr. Disrespect was actually guilty. We found that he was. We terminated our relationship with him. I just think that's crazy. And then, yeah, today, actually just like 1 hour before making this video, not even an hour, Turtle Beach said, or Turtle Beach didn't say anything, I'm sorry. Turtle Beach removed all Dr. Disrespect merch and references from their websites, and his old links now lead to the homepage of the website. Crazy shit. I mean, Jesus, Dr. Disrespect, that is so wild to me. I used to watch Dr. Disrespect a lot during his H1Z1 days. This was like, what, 5 years ago? I honestly don't even know how long it was ago. It was before even his accusations about cheating on his wife, and obviously now this. But it's crazy. Basically, what happened 3 years ago with him checking his phone and knowing something bad was going to happen just happened yesterday before Midnight Society, his game studio company, before they announced that they're terminating their relationship with him. He was streaming on Monday. You know, his tweet said Elden Ring Monday. He was streaming Elden Ring on Monday, and he got a text. He looked at his phone. He was very distraught, and he basically made a speech where he talked about, like, retiring from streaming is what it sounded like. I doubt he'll retire from streaming. He'll probably be back in a couple days, but yeah, crazy situation. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it for a bit. It seems like this may be the conclusion to this. I don't know. Like, if we get evidence that he actually did this or proof that he didn't do this, you know what I mean? Then I guess that's another update, but I honestly don't know if we ever will. So, yeah, I just wanted to get on here, talk about this crazy, insane, epic, goofy mode situation, and yeah. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Breaking news! Breaking news! Coming straight from the Dr. Disrespect Twitter. I actually had this video already done and scheduled to upload, but 5 minutes ago, I kid you not, 5 minutes ago, we got a Dr. Disrespect tweet talking about everything, like literally everything. I really cannot believe this. I was going to upload this video in 30 minutes, so thankfully Dr. Disrespect saved it. That would have been really funny, or not even funny, that would have been really goofy if I posted this video and like 2 minutes later, Dr. Disrespect was like, okay, here's my statement. So, Dr. Disrespect literally just came out with a statement on Twitter about his Twitch ban. I'm going to read the entire thing. Okay. So he says, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been waiting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Finally, this is what we've been wanting, Dr. Disrespect to say something. So finally, we finally get this. I'm so happy. Finally. I mean, I don't know how it's taken so long, but we finally get a story. Okay. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more, nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration, I don't know what the fuck that word means, honestly, regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. And yes, it was, Dr. Disrespect. I really don't even understand. This is one thing that's so weird to me. Why, as a man, like, as anyone in general, honestly, if you have a partner at home and they love you and they're caring for you, like, why do this? So I'm glad that he's admitting that he's a fucking moron, because that's the dumbest thing anyone could do, honestly. So good for him for at least admitting that and not just saying nothing illegal happened, just talking in terms of like legality. So I honestly can respect that he's like, okay, I'm kind of an idiot. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things. With those types of people, fuck that. That's a different level of disgust I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Okay, so at least, you know, we got something from him. Cool. Now we know. Actually, he confirmed it. He confirmed that he was talking to a minor. And I had to give myself some time to think about this. Honestly, I went and took my dogs out and came back in. I just had to think about this for a minute, and I actually think this is such a fucking crazy thing to say. So basically, he admits to talking to a minor. He admits also to talking to her sexually, which is fucking crazy. He says, you know, he doesn't say, we talked about fucking, he doesn't say that. But he says, they sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. And so, you know, the guy who came out from Twitch said that he planned to meet this girl at TwitchCon. So that guy is credible. DrDisrespect literally said, yes, that guy's correct. So I'm going to believe that guy in that DrDisrespect wanted to meet her. It's hard for me to believe DrDisrespect, honestly, and that kind of sucks to say, because I used to watch DrDisrespect a lot during the H1Z1 days. I thought he was hilarious. And the reason why I can't really believe him is because this is quite literally what every predator says when they're caught. Oh, there was no intention behind it. I wasn't going to do anything. Literally watch To Catch a Predator, you know, Chris Hansen. Watch Skeeter Gene. Skeeter Gene is another YouTuber that does predator catching videos. Every predator says this. Oh yeah, I was talking to a minor. Yeah, I was talking to them sexually, which DrDisrespect admits that he was doing. But there was no intention behind it. I wasn't going to do anything. They always say that when they've been caught. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to lie, man. People calling him a pedophile and a predator, they're not far off. I mean, I kind of believe them. Like, I do think that DrDisrespect probably had intentions to do something. Because if you're talking to a minor, DrDisrespect 3 years ago was 40 years old. Let that sink in. 40 years old. Why the fuck are you texting a minor? Like, for any reason, really. I've probably messaged a few minors myself, but it's just when they DM me on Discord and say, hey man, what song did you use in this video? And then I'll link the song and nothing more. I do not like talking to minors. Two reasons. One, because I'm not a weirdo. Two, I have nothing in common with them. Why would I talk to a minor? I'm 24 years old. There's no reason I should be talking to a minor. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. Why should I talk to anyone under the age of 20, really? Right? So it's kind of silly. It's kind of dumb. And then he admits to talking to her sexually. It's like, dude, it's very hard for me to believe. I really don't believe it when you say there was no intention to meet her. Yet apparently in the Twitch chat, you talked about meeting her at TwitchCon and you were texting a minor sexually. That's pretty unforgivable, in my opinion. I think that's honestly unbelievably disgusting. And yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I do think Doc is a predator. That's really sad to say. Because, like I said, man, every predator that gets caught says this exact same thing. Oh, there was no intention behind it. Oh, I didn't mean to do anything. You know, we were just having a conversation. That's crazy, bro. Like, I really don't even know what to say about it. Honestly, like, that's just wild. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, that's basically it. I really can't believe this even came out right now, and he actually said this. I didn't think there was going to be more development on this, but he did admit that he talked to a minor sexually, and the Twitch guy said he was going to meet her at TwitchCon. Wow. All right, That's basically it. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna head off here. All right, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, night, evening. That's the Dr. Disrespect situation.